Hello friends, it's me Smriti Tiwari. Today I would like to discuss about a topic which is quite well known globally as well as nationally. It is SDG, that is Sustainable Development Goal. I hope you all are fine. So let's get started. Why would we really need to know about SDG? India needs more focus to reach SDG 3, a crucial goal. So here we are watching a headline and it is absolutely clearly explaining about SDG 3, its achievement and India's performance and whatnot. So in our daily life, we come across with all the topics, headlines and informations and all the social media facts and everything. And even in competitive exams, we get to see about sustainable development goals and Agenda 21 and whatnot. So in order to understand these topics really well, we will stuck upon SDG 3 only if we will not be able to know about all the 17 sustainable development goals clearly and completely. So let's get started. Today we will get to know about all the 17 sustainable development goals. So we will discuss about all the sustainable development goals one by one. So let's get started. So here we can see all the 17 sustainable development goals, and every logo has a tag written below it, and all the Agenda 21 has been covered in a very small level using these logos and written tags over here. So goal number 1 stands for no poverty, and the goal number 1, no poverty, is being shown through a logo also. Here is a child and he's happy with his parents. So goal number one stands for no poverty. Goal number 2 stands for zero hunger. Here a dish is sewn and steam coming out of it. Goal number 3 stands for good health and well-being. Here a pattern of ECC and a symbol of heart is being shown here. Goal number 4 stands for quality education, and here book and pencil is shown in the logo. Goal number 4 stands for gender equality, and here equal sign is also shown in the logo. Goal number 6 is shown as a water droplet in the glass is shown here, and the blue color logo is also here. So clean water and sanitation. Next goal is affordable and clean energy, and it is being shown with the bulb, and it's spreading rays all around. So here affordable and clean energy is also an important goal to be achieved as a sustainable development goal. Now comes goal number 8, and here an arrow is being shown going upwards, and here decent work and economic growth. So decent work and economic growth is being shown as goal number, you can count as well, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So it is the 8th goal. Now next goal is goal number 9th, and it is being shown by dice. You can watch it as a building also. So now we can also see that we can connect all these goals using logos also. Like we have to see that decent work and economic growth can be seen as a tertiary sector too. And next goal, industry, innovation and infrastructure, here also you can connect it with the manufacturing sector. I hope all these goals are going in your mind clearly. Now get to see next goal. Now the 10th goal is reduced inequalities, and the 11th, and it can be also here shown that equalities are being reduced. Now next goal is sustainable cities and communities, and next goal is responsible consumption and production. Here recycle kind of logo is also being shown here. So here responsible consumption and production is being shown here in the logo. Now the goal number 13 stands for climate action. Here, climate action is shown by a globe and eye kind of shape, which we can see. After climate action, we are getting closer to environmental aspects too, in climate based aspects too, like life below water. Here, a fish in a water below water is being interpreted and shown here. Now, goal number 15 is being shown here, life on land. Here, land is shown by two lines, parallel lines, and a tree and a bird over here. Now, goal number 16 stands for what? Here, a bird and a sign of, we can see in a courtroom too, this sign of hammer. We get to see very easily in the court, and it stands for peace, justice, and strong institutions. Now, last but not the least, goal number 17, partnerships for the goals. So, here we can see so many circles like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can see 5 circles, and these are superimposable on each other, and there are some intersection areas too, and each other into each other these circles are getting space and support and cooperation. So all these things are interpreting the partnerships for the goals, and the goals mean 17 goals. So here, symbolically, tag wise in a written logo, we got to know about 17 sustainable development goals. Now let's get to know more about these 17 sustainable development goals. So here, all the 17 goals are covered. So I hope you must know 17 goals. And before I explain all the 17 goals, let's get to know about the headlines we had been there in a very starting, that India needs more focus to reach SDG 3. Now I hope you got to know about SDG 3. Can you guess? If not, then here it is written, good health and well-being. The goal number 3, good health and well-being, we were discussing about the headline that India needs more focus to reach SDG 3. Now I hope you got to know that good health and well-being stands for SDG 3, and it was written that about the current condition of India, that in the June this year 2025, India secured its best ever position in SDG index, ranking 99 out of 167 nations in 25th edition of SDG report. Earlier in 2024, its rank was 109 rank out of 167 nations. But still, here, problem is India has improved SDG ranking, and it is quite encouraging, but it should not obscure the reality, or we should not be ambiguous about the reality that all the goals are not to be seen as achievable by 2030, as only 17% of global sustainable development goal targets are currently on track to be achieved by 2030. And what is required? It's a great requirement for Indian to educate its youth about healthy behavior, supported by stronger healthcare systems, and it can absolutely act as the foundation for sustainable progress. And most crucial thing is that these goals are demanding, and it encompasses specific targets that India has committed to achieve by 2030. But despite gains in some areas, the overall trajectory indicates that India is not on track in most targets. For example, if we consider good health and well being, the goal number third, then although it had some gains in some areas, the overall trajectory is not on track. For example, maternal mortality ratio, which comes under the health goal. MMR, the number of mothers dying after childbirth per 100,000 live births, stands at 97 deaths. Although the goal that should be achieved, it should not be higher than 70. And we are still at 97 deaths per 100,000 births. Similarly, there are different targets to be achieved. Like, we are growing and we really need to be improved. So, let's revise all the 17 goals once again. Okay, so goal number 1, no poverty. Goal number 2, zero hunger. Goal number 3, good health and well being. Goal number 4, quality education. Goal number 5, gender equality. Goal number 6, clean water and sanitation. Goal number 7, affordable and clean energy. Goal number 8, decent work and economic growth. Goal number 9, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Goal number 10, reduced inequalities. Goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. Goal number 12 stands for responsible consumption and production. Goal number 13 stands for climate action. Goal number 14 stands for life below water. Goal number 15 stands for life on earth, life on land. Goal number 16 stands for peace, justice, and strong institutions. And last but not the least, goal number 17, partnerships for the goals, as the logo is also showing. So, here, I mean, all the logos are showing all the sustainable development goals very clearly, be it a child with a happy family, indicating no poverty, be it a dish with steam coming out of it that is alleviating hunger, be it a heart shape and a pattern of ECG showing good health and well being, be it a notebook and pen showing quality education, be it a symbol of gender with equal sign standing for gender equality, be it a glass of water with blue that is clean water and a water droplet and enough water, and it is telling about its clean water and sanitation, be it a light that is showing a light spreading all around that is showing affordable and clean energy, be it an arrow going upwards and showing decent work and economic growth, be it a dice with different level showing industry, innovation, and infrastructure, be it an equal sign showing reduced inequalities, be it a building and a house being shown as sustainable cities and communities, and be it responsible consumption and production. Here recycle shape is also here, be it a globe kind of interpretation regarding, and a green color is also there in order to interpret climate action, and be it a very simple interpretation of life below water that absolutely can be guessed as fish, and we can compare few more creatures that are living in the ocean and life below water. It's very interpretable logo, and the goal number 15, life on land, is easily interpreting about here life on land, that is trees, birds, and the greenery. And the goal number 16 is showing a hammer, a law or justice based hammer that we come across day by day. In a movie also we get to see about these hammer in a court scene or something, a judge sitting over there. So here, peace, justice, and strong institutions. Peace, because this logo of a bird shown here stands for a pigeon, I guess. So peace, justice, and strong institutions, and this logo is interpreting is very clearly. And last but not the least, the logo here, intersection of all the circles, 5 circles are here, and intersection and union can be seen in this circle, in this logo, that we can easily understand about the partnerships, the sharing of goals. So I hope we got to know about all the 17 goals. Now